Hi folks, Paul here. Today I'm going to be smoking the Isla del Cocodrilo. Oh, it'll focus. Anyway, very nice wrapper on there. It's beautiful. This is a Warped cigar. I don't think I've had any Warped cigars yet, but I hear a lot of good things. This is the Corona Gorda, 5.5 by 46. Let's see. The blender is Kyle Gellis, and the meaning behind the name is the Island of the Crocodile, the old world terminology that they use for the island of Cuba because of its shape. The wrapper is from Ecuador, the binder is Brazil and Ecuador, and the filler is Nicaraguan. And this was released July of 2024, so fairly new. This is, I believe, this is the last one in my Cigar Aficionado series from the February issue. It was the second one down on the top cigars for Toros and Corona Gordas. Yeah. I skipped the Cuba one, the Punch 48. I don't have that one. This is the second one though, and it scored a 91. So get this cut and lit up and see how it is. I do a straight cut on it today. It'll be decent. It's a little snug, but good. Not much on the cold draw, just that kind of typical cedar box hay kind of taste. Lit up here. Doing something a little bit different today with the microphone. Instead of wearing it on my sweatshirt, hooked it to my tripod. Seems like it's got a really low bass when it's close up, so maybe the sound will be better when it's a little further away. Either way, hopefully you can hear me. Work? Good start. This is going to be interesting. Some flavors in here I'm not sure I've described before. Good draw, good smoke output. I think I'm getting a bit of a cedar and what else? It's a little bit, just a hint of spice. Very creamy. A little bit of sting to the nostrils, kind of like when it's really high cedar. I'm not sure it's exactly cedar there. I think I'm getting some espresso bean, espresso, the cedar. Not getting much sweetness yet. I am getting that a little bit more spicy. I'm going to work on this, get it down the first third here, and I'll check back in. Thanks. All right, folks, I'm back. Just about finished with the first third. Not quite. Actually, smoking it pretty quick, I think, because it's so good. Really decent burn line. Just a little bit of a flare there. No big deal. I think I'm about to lose the ash, so I wanted to cut it in a little early too. But I'm really enjoying the cigar. I'm just struggling a little bit with the flavors. This is what I put for notes. Let's see, of course, good draw, very good smoke output. I was trying to describe it, or it was almost like a creamy cedar, um, and then maybe a little bit of cacao. Let's see, the spice tapered off, and then it turned more of into just a hint of baking spice. But it has a really long, sweet finish. The sweetness kind of intensifies in that long finish. Uh, I kept thinking like creme brulee for flavor, but I also watched a review video today where he described it as creme brulee, so that might just be stuck in my head. But I don't think it's too far off. This is a really good cigar. I'm really enjoying this. So I'll see if I can kind of come up with a better descriptions for the flavors, and keep working on it. Get into the second third here, and I'll check back with you. Thanks. All right, folks, I'm back, finishing up that second third. Very nice burn line. I think it got a little bit wavy because I'm smoking this pretty fast. It's really good. Ash has been hanging on good. I ashed it the first time just because I didn't want it to fall. But it's still nice, tightly packed. A little bit of a few flares on there. But yeah, this is an outstanding cigar. I'm really enjoying this. Here's what I came up with more flavors here. Start of the second third, it was still creamy cedar, still that kind of creme brulee taste. At least it's reminding me of that, with the sweetness. And then a long finish, there's some espresso and still that sweetness. And then as I got through further in that second third, I started to get some breadiness and almost like a Hawaiian bread roll, which is really nice. The first half I was just drinking club soda, and then as I got into the second half, I started sipping on my coffee. Not much changed in that, I don't think. So I was obviously getting a little more coffee flavor, but what else I got here? I just had a great burn line, light gray ash, very tightly packed. Then towards the end of the second third, I started to get more of a nutty flavor coming in, and it's just kind of adding to the flavors. Not much has been left behind, per se. Just more flavors coming in. It's just a really good smoke. All the flavors just really blend together well. It's just a nice creamy cigar. So good. Perfect amount of sweetness. Like I said, there's just a hint of spice now and then, the baking spice. But this is delicious. Yeah, I'm going to try to sit back and enjoy this, and I'll check back in after I finish the final third. Thanks. Hi folks, I'm back. Just finishing up this final third here. Such a great burn line. Just a little bit of a flare there. That's where the wrapper cracked a little bit, but not bad. I don't dry box my cigars. This one came out of the Tupperware, and it's sitting around 71%. Usually I don't have a problem with not dry boxing, but I did have a Tabernacle the other day that was in my coolador, and it's always sitting around 69 to 72%. And that one doesn't have a cello on it though. I don't know if that made a difference. but that definitely should have been dry boxed. It just kind of spongy and everything. So I think in the future, if I pull anything out of the coolador that's been not sitting in cello, I'll probably dry box it first and see if that helps. This is just a great cigar. This might be the best one I've had. So my notes here in this final third, the beginning of it is stayed very consistent, and then some baking spice and cedar started to increase just a bit. Like I said, the leaf cracked a little bit. Still mostly creamy cedar, and then espresso and sweetness on the finish. So mainly that's what I'm getting now is the cedar and espresso and a bit of sweetness. I did write down here, the one word that comes to mind for this cigar is decadence. I think this would be a great cigar. It's any time of day. It says it's medium bodied. I'd say it's in the mild to medium range, but I'd say medium in the flavor profile. There's a lot going on with it. Yep. Still very creamy, good smoke output. Yeah, that's about it. Just some sweetness and espresso on the long finish. So overall, this is just a fantastic cigar. I'm anxious to try some of other cigars from Warped. I always hear, or mostly usually hear good things about it. For this particular cigar, I think it's definitely box worthy. I'd be curious to see if they have other Di Vitolas and if they have, if they're as good or better. So I'll have to do a little research and find out. Very good. Cedar, coffee, a little baking spice, a little sweetness. I think that's about all I've got to say about this cigar. Definitely nub worthy, as you can see. I'm gonna keep smoking it down as long as I can, and then call it. So I smoked this one fairly fast. It's just a really good flavors. Pairs really good with the coffee. Like I said, for me, this would be a great morning stick. And that's all I got. Thanks for watching. See ya.